Hey everybody, Rich here at Flippin' for a Living. I hope you're having a glorious Sunday afternoon wherever you are. It is spectacular in my part of the world. We've come through a few storms in our area, a few twisters, tornadoes, and now it's just nothing but sunshine. Well, I guess that's a lie. There are clouds. But 11 to 13 hours of sunshine expected today. So we're gonna burn our shoulders and talk about some vintage finds at yard sales. What I want to talk about today, you guys, is I think 12 items that I found at yard sales all in the past 48 hours that I spent well under $100 for this stuff, and I am going to be reselling it for over $8,000. That alone is why I love yard sales. It's the most amazing place to thrift. Always the best deals and markups. You can't find that anywhere else. 1,000% markup on your money. So this stuff may seem like impossible finds to you, but clearly it's not, because this is all, again, from one weekend. I did buy other things that I'm only going to make 200% on or 300% on, but all these things, for whatever reason, from 6 different sales I've got these items. They're all kind of 70s, 80s stuff, and I want to show you that this is the kind of stuff that you can make money on. A lot of people pass this stuff over. I'll definitely show you one thing that it probably went through 3 garage sales at this person's house. Nobody bought it until I did. So it's been passed over and passed over several times because it had multiple stickers on it. So not everybody knows about this stuff. I hate using bolo. I don't know why that word bugs me. Be on the lookout for. I'm just gonna say, watch out for this good shit. So let's go over it real quick, starting with where I am right now. This was probably one of my best deals of the weekend by far. 4 of these super spectacular condition vintage lawn chairs with the vinyl strapping. Love the colors on these, and they are in great shape. 2 with the plastic handles, 2 with the metal frames. Now here's something that most people don't do. These, I was looking at their garage sale pictures, and these were hanging on the wall behind some other stuff, and in one of the pictures. And I messaged them, and only 1 out of 20 people is going to respond to you when you message, but I still send messages. These people responded. I asked if these were for sale, and they said, yeah, they are, and we're getting rid of stuff cheap. They had already said that in their ad, $1 a piece for these. So I respectfully begged that they hold them for me. I offered to e-transfer the few dollars they wanted, but that wasn't necessary. They were just nice, said they would hold them till the morning, and I went and picked them up as I was doing my tour Saturday morning. And these were $1 a piece, you guys. So yeah, if we want to hold out for top dollar, we could probably get close to $50 a piece for these, selling them on eBay and doing the packing and the shipping and the fees and all that other stuff. I'm going to shoot for 25 or 30 bucks a piece locally and be thrilled with that rather than worry about all the other stuff. So amazing find right there. So now into the 70s and the more retro stuff. I got a few things from these people. These are a couple of my favorites. This super cool, it's actually called Panther outfit, pinstripe. I believe it's ladies, but I don't know. Maybe I could wear it. Maybe I could look like Fat Elvis. My wife rolls her eyes at me when I say that. In his nice pinstripe outfit. These were $5 for the pair, and that vintage snowsuit, which is in just spectacular shape. All the zippers, all the buttons and clips and stuff are still there. I'd be shocked if these aren't $50 an item, but maybe more, maybe 75, maybe even 100. But they're super cool, super retro, great shape. Always watch out for vintage clothing if you aren't already. Brass is definitely back when it comes to interior decorating. I'm no expert at it, but I know that people are looking for brass again. So this came from the same sale as the lady with the lawn chair. She just had this hanging in her garage $1 for this brass vintage plant stand. And these are selling easily for 20 bucks. So a huge markup on that, $1 into 20. I love that. The bike was $15. It needs a tube in it. So we're gonna have to invest $6 and about 10 minutes of our time getting that going. But then if we polish it up, maybe take some polish to the chrome and make it look spectacular, we can try and get $100 for that. Sometimes I just prefer to sell it as is and take a little bit less and not put in the half-hour work of cleaning something like that. You know, get about 70, 75 bucks for it, still 5 times our money, but flip it quicker without having to put the work into it. Here's what I love about what we do, you guys, in the community we're in. I didn't realize that these blow molds were so sought after, even though they are vintage. I should know that, right? Vintage stuff is sought after. These 3 guys I paid $7 for. And again, it's one of those things. Try and sell it local before you go and try and sell it on eBay with the big stuff like this. So you don't have to worry about the packing and the shipping. I'm gonna try and get 75 bucks for this set, so 10 times our money again. We could probably do almost double that on eBay. Then we're gonna minus our fees, packing supplies, all the time we spend shipping these out. So we're gonna take less and we're gonna sell it locally and we're gonna do it quicker, and we're not gonna have to store these guys because they do take up a lot of space. I know not everybody has the luxury to store those. I do, but I still wanna flip them quick. These just stood out to me right away. Super bright colors. We know they're 70s. I think Austin Powers would love to have these in his shag den. It was $5 for this whole box of pillows. And once you start building up your clientele, like I've done on Facebook, I already have somebody in mind for these, and I spoke to them, and I'm getting 25 bucks for these 2 pillows right here. That's already a done deal. So I've already got 5 times my money, and I still have 4 more pillows to sell. So that's another local flip. Pretty happy with that. So I had that vintage Lego, or I guess you haven't seen it yet. I had some vintage Lego. I've got the video evidence of it, and I'm going to do a video on that particular thing coming up soon for watch for that. But vintage Lego, of course, we all know it's very collectible and sought after now. Any Lego is. This set 1906, the castle, you can see right on there. I paid $5 for it. First thing I did was check and make sure that the figures are in there. The little wizard and the horse and the dragon, and you got to make sure that's all in there or it's going to be devalued quite a bit. It helps a lot that there's the box, obviously. And this is a quick $75. For sure I'm going to get on this like right away. We have a Facebook group. You guys make sure you're not just posting on Marketplace. If you have group specific, how do you want to say that? If you have specific groups like Lego or vintage electronics or records or whatever, go to that specific group and post it. And this is going to get posted in our local Lego group. Pretty confident, 75 bucks, and that's going to be gone. What's underneath it, my wife and I were just talking, we might have to keep this because I bought a very similar one that just had one arm. The diameter on the one we have in our house is smaller, and it only has one arm that moves on it. We decided to keep it. This one has 2 arms. It's much wider. I think it was 19-inch diameter and 23-inch diameter on the glass tops. So we might keep that, but if we don't, I paid 15 bucks for this and I'm gonna sell it for 75, no problem. Very sought after item. Again, this is probably more 80s than 70s. This is the item I was referring to earlier, you guys. Dealers, antique collectors, wannabe resellers, anybody over the last, I think, 3 years have seen this at a garage sale and passed on it. And why do I say that? Because right here they have on it $30 new in a Sharpie. So they wrote that on there, and well, they still have it. I believe you only write that because you're having it at a garage sale. Then a second time, now they have it on a piece of tape, $25, which is different advertising than the Sharpie, and it was still there. And then last but not least, when I picked it up yesterday, 10 bucks. 10 bucks was over top of the $25. And I've sold these CBs before, usually the Cobra brand. You can get like $60 to $100 depending on how complete it is and the condition. I was pleasantly surprised when I bought this for 10, expecting, didn't have to do a comp on this. You just know, you see something like this, you buy it for 10 bucks. Didn't have to do a comp on it, just snapped it up and was pleasantly surprised to see that these are actually going for $200+ with the box. And this one is virtually brand new. It's got the instructions, everything's still in the wrappers, so I may even push for more. I may even push for 3, I don't know. But for sure, this is gonna be like a $200 sale for us off of 10 bucks. Keep your eye open for this. Obviously, a lot of people don't know. Hopefully more people do know now, but hopefully you don't live around me, because I want to keep buying these. This Polaroid camera, never had one of these before. Had plenty of Polaroids, plenty of cameras, hundreds of them. This one was just sitting there in the box begging for me to buy it already. And when I saw it was a buck, of course I snapped it up. That's gonna be probably $40, $50 for that off of a $1 purchase. Again, that's why, only other than my wife, I love garage sales more than anything. And my wife and my kids and my parents and my siblings. But then after all that, I love garage sales the most. So watch out for anything box from the 70s and 80s. It almost doesn't matter what it is if it's still in the box. Someone's gonna want it. I can pretty much confidently say that. If it's in a box and it's 50 years old, original packaging, and it's a buck, just buy it. So what else do we got? This was 10 bucks. Again, I didn't comp. Once you've been doing it for a while, you know these are snooker cues. They're not for 8-ball or 9-ball because they're very thin on the end. You may not be able to see that, but that's, you know, I'm gonna guess about a 1/4 inch diameter on the end. And that would make it a snooker cue. The 8-ball, 9-ball cues, they're probably closer to 3/8 or even a 1/2 inch on the end in diameter. And this was 10 bucks for this. The case alone is well worth that. I'm not showing you the product. What am I showing you? What am I just talking about stuff all willy-nilly? Oh, look at the pool cue, guys. Can you see it up there in the sky? Sorry, I'll do better. Here. The case alone is worth the 10 bucks, but it came with 2 pool cues. They're both real wood. They definitely have some age to them. I didn't comp them. I will do that. I did a quick look. This is the classic thing when you go to the pool hall. You see somebody take out the pool cue and they roll it on the table. And if it goes all wobbly, it's warped and they don't want to use it. I did a quick check and these are not warped, and there's 2 of them. I'm confident that this is going to get 5 times my money. That's like a guarantee, take it to the bank price. But depending on the brand and the type of wood it is, which I'm not familiar, the type of wood matters, we could get easily $100 for these. So another 10 times our money. Basically everything today is 10 times our money or more. Here's another one. And you know, again, you're probably saying, oh, those are once in a lifetime deals. They're not once in a lifetime, you guys. These are all this weekend. You just have to really keep your spectrum of what you're looking for super wide and look for everything. Like, it's not like I'm just buying all clothes or all video games or all furniture or all electronics. It's a little bit of everything, you guys. So expand your horizons and watch for everything. Camping stuff. It's camping season. The chairs, the outdoor stuff, like that snowsuit over there. No. Very popular, although camping season is going to wind down pretty soon. And, you know, you might want to start considering buying less of it. I definitely do that. Bike season, pretty soon. Another 6 weeks and people aren't going to be looking for bikes at all anymore. And you don't want to store them all winter if you're in an area that has winter, which this guy is. But enough about that. Camping season, Coleman stuff, always sought after, especially when you get it in the cases still. This lantern alone makes this well worth the purchase. It's in great shape. I was blown away when the lady said $5 for both of these. I just couldn't even believe it, couldn't refuse it. This lantern just looks in amazing shape. I think we're gonna get 35, 40 for that probably. So that's great just with that. And then we have the Coleman stove with it, which is at least worth another 20, 25 bucks in my area. So yeah, we're looking well over 50 bucks again for $5 purchase. That is awesome. And I haven't been doing the math as we go along, but we're pushing $1,000 already. And you guys, this is the X factor. Okay, I don't even know for sure what I have here. I'm gonna be in no rush to sell this, but let me show you. I got the story. I bought this from about a 75-year-old lady, and she said that she knew the person that handmade this ore. I'm sure there's an official name for this one-piece ore that you got one paddle going one way and the other one going the other way for more efficient paddling, obviously. Yeah, handmade, one chunk of wood. It's so cool. I bought this for 10 bucks. 10 bucks. I almost missed it. It was just under a pile of other like garden, outdoor type stuff, tools and, you know, rakes and stuff like that. So I almost missed it, but thank goodness I didn't, because it's super cool. And originally I thought, okay, I've sold ores before, 50 bucks, but so I'll get 5 times my money. But then I looked at it more, and the fact that it's one piece and the fact that it's handmade and so old, and then I'm thinking like 75, and then I'm thinking, no man, that's $100 for sure. I'm gonna shoot for the moon on this and try and find the right person who knows just how rare this type of thing is to find, and I'm probably gonna push for 200 bucks off of this $10. Worst case scenario, as sure as I'm talking to you right now, I'll get like 50 to 75 for this, but we might as well go for 200 because it's just so one of a kind. I've never seen anything like it in 20 years of going to yard sales. Or maybe I did see it, but never, it wasn't on my radar, but it's definitely on my radar now. So that's it for today, you guys. Look at all our amazing treasures. Again, that's not everything we got, but this all can happen in one weekend of yard sailing. If you're thinking outside the box, don't be afraid to buy 70s stuff, 80s stuff. There's virtually a buyer for everything if you're buying it right. That's the main thing, right? We're not gonna pay $10 or $15 for those chairs each and try and make money on them, but you can't walk away from those for $1. You can't walk away from that CB over there for $10, or their blow molds for $2 a piece. So the stuff is out there. I encourage you guys. It's a numbers game. You may have to go to 15 or 20 or 30 sales in a weekend or more. I've done it to get this variety, but it's well worth it, right? Work for yourself, love what you do, make huge profits, be your own boss, all that stuff. And anybody can do it, you guys. I haven't said it for a while, but I'm no brain scientist or a rocket surgeon. All you got to do is go to that yard sale and find what's undervalued. Again, this was, I think, 6 different sales. So a couple items from each sale, a couple things that were undervalued. There are other stuff may have been overvalued, but generally everybody at yard sale undervalues something. That's what you want to find. So if you guys have any comments or questions whatsoever, please put them in the comment section below. Share this video with all your friends and family and the whole entire internet universe, including all of the aliens. I was trying to get a reaction from my wife. She's talking a lot about aliens yesterday. So yeah, put those comments down there. I'll make sure and answer them. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell up here somewhere so you know when all my new videos come out. And I hope you guys all have a great day and love what you do. I tried to hit the goalpost there and stop the video at exactly 20 minutes. I think it's 20 minutes right now. Have a great day, guys.